Marcos Jr., the time has come. This is not merely a continuation, it is an escalation. It is a call for truth that went ignored for far too long. The severe deterioration of the national highways leading to Bicol is not a recent failure. Decades of repeated shortcomings, decades of public funds being poured into the same areas without meaningful improvement. Days ago, I endured once again what our vast majority of our people experience, an unreasonable and uncomfortable journey. The bus left Cubao at 8:55 p.m. I arrived in Naga at 9:25 a.m. the following day. My fellow colleagues, this is not travel, this is suffering. For 30 years, the areas where the failures are most severe remain unchanged. Year after year, projects were funded, and yet, year after year, the roads failed again and again. This pattern cannot be dismissed as coincidence. How were these projects approved? Who benefited from decades of allocations? Who allowed contractors to return despite substandard output? Sino ang pumayag na magpatuloy ang ganitong kalakaran ng lampas 30 taon? I therefore respectfully invite not only Secretary Vince Dizon of the Department of Public Works and Highways, but also Secretary Giovanni Lopez of the Department of Transportation, Congressman Romeo Momo Sr. of the House Committee on Infrastructure, and Senator Mark Villar of the Senate Public Works Committee to travel by land to Bicol. I also extend the same invitation to Congressman Sandro Marcos, our own Speaker Boji D, Senate President Tito Soto, and most importantly, to President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos Jr. Their own experience will be ipsa loquitur. It will speak louder than any report. I further gently remind Senator Erwin Tulfo, who previously called out the state of the Andaya Highway during the last election.